Well, good morning. It's good to be back and to continue our catechism on the church and why it's here, what its purpose is, the geography of the church. We started the other day, the first meeting, talking about the narthex. It's kind of like a lobby, a passageway from the world to our journey to heaven, to our destination. So we come in here, we have a particular ritual in which we come in, immediately do our cross, get a candle, light the candle, venerate the icons, and then cross the threshold from this area into the next area. It's kind of like when you're going to the movies and you get your ticket and you get your popcorn and your etc. When you sneak that in, maybe you sneak some candy and whatever, and then you go into the theater itself. So let's go into this theater. You cross this threshold. This doorway in the ancient church, a person could not enter until they had trained, been catechized for at least 3 years. So they would wait out here. They could hear the message of the gospel and the preaching, but then when the offering was made of the gifts, they couldn't come in because only baptized or charismatic Christians would come through this door. So let's come through this door from the threshold into the nave. And so here we are now in the nave. We've gone from the narthex to the nave, and our destination is the sanctuary where the altar is and where we will be altered, so to speak. Now take a look at the pews. See, Michelle, if you can get a picture of the pews. Notice that they're all in the same direction. On both sides, they're in the same direction. That's because the aim here is for us to be facing in the same way toward heaven and toward receiving Christ. Leaving the world, leaving our cares behind, and coming here facing in the same direction with the same mindset in the house of God, so that we're reminded that our connection to God is an essential part of our lives, the essential part of our lives. It's a necessity. The church is called, in Greek, the nave, naos. It means a ship. We get the word navy from it. So as you look at the pews, which are displayed out before you, it's sort of like you're in a ship of faith. And we are sailing on this ship toward a destination. All of us together, come on in, toward a destination. However, along the way, we're creatures of habit. So let's say that Mrs. Gabriel, Mary always sits over here. People sit in their comfortable, regular places, but you want to sit over there. Instead of moving, we always climb over people. It's a very strange habit that we have. But we become very set in knowing where we sit, our place. And that's because we all want to have a sense of security wherever we're at. In any event, we come and we put ourselves in this physical location. You'll excuse the camera set up here because of our situation right now. And our destination is the altar that you can see here. And there's an interaction on this level as we come up the steps and we are raised to the Salea. And this is the place of interaction between the priest and the lady, between Christ and his people, and the mixing together of all of the sacraments that happen at this place. So, I can't take credit for this design. If you go back thousands of years to the Egyptians, they set up the idea of a temple with an anteroom, and then a main worship area, and then a holy of holies. The Jews and the Greeks and the Romans and everybody else has adopted that original idea. So this is the church on a horizontal level. My final point is that we also have the geography of the church from a vertical level. And that is from this level with the living people here. And then when we get more icons in the church, the lives of the saints, the holy ones of who are around Christ, John the Baptist, the Virgin Mary, the prophets, the apostles, And then the Lord himself, who is the Almighty, the Pantocrator. This shows that there is a purposeful geography, or geometry, if you will, to the church. We're going to spend more time on that. We'll close with a short prayer, and then we'll continue with more items within the context of the church. In the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit, Lord, bless us in every way to do your holy will. Keep us focused on keeping you in the center of our hearts and in our lives. For we praise and follow and give glory to your holy name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Amen.